Good morning, everyone. Welcome in to Support Small Live. Today, I'm really excited about our interview. We're sitting down with Jeffrey Hoover with Pure Life Pharmacy. They are doing some incredible things right now, especially for those who have lost insurance due to COVID-19. We want to tell you about all these programs that they have going on. And I want to tell you before we get started, as always, you're always free to put in, any questions that you may have in the comment section, and we'll try to get those questions answered for you. Good morning, Jeffrey.
Good morning. How are you? Thanks to you for having me on.
Yes, thank you for coming. First of all, tell us what makes Pure Life Pharmacy so unique.
What makes our pharmacy very unique is that we don't have any insurance contracts. We skip that entire process. And so what we're trying to do is actively lower the cost of medicine for everybody, whether you have insurance or not. We beat copays, but a lot of our medications, we have over 1,000 medications for less than $10 a month. Many of our medications, our top selling medications, are $10 for 3 months. And with that, we've also started some programs that we can do now because we don't have insurance contracts telling us what we can and can't do. So we're trying to open up the world of how affordable medication is. And then we're also trying to include programs to go even further than low cost. We have a free antibiotics program now. We have a voucher program where it's a pay it forward program where the community is helping people in need. And we can do all of this with the second pillar of our pharmacy. Because of the second pillar of our pharmacy is we're a specialized compounding pharmacy as well. And the compounding pharmacy is what supports everything, our entire operations. So what we're doing is we're saying, okay, we're a compounding pharmacy and we can do the specialty medications. But because of that, let's open up the world to these low-cost medications without looking at these medications to increase their profitability so high to run the pharmacy. Let's go as low as we can to dispense this medication out to the public. And we've been doing this for years. We've been doing this since 2017. And recently, more people are discovering us because people have been losing their benefits, have lost their jobs, or trying to save money right now. And so they're coming to us and they're saying, okay, you're a pharmacy. What can you do for us? And we're set up to be the low cost, affordable pharmacy for the community. And we're doing everything we can to lower the cost of medicine. Sometimes we can lower the cost of medicine just because there's a specialty compound that can help you out. But most of the time we have these patients, thousands and thousands of patients that enjoy our low cost generic medications.
I was really impressed. We came a couple months ago for the ribbon cutting at the pharmacy and got to take the tour of the compounding section. And I understand you've gotten some new equipment even.
We did get some new equipment. We moved from our smaller location last August. And when we came over to this, we have a bigger lab. And I'm in the pharmacy now. This is the pharmacist office. And in the lab, it's a dedicated lab, and we just got this new Planetary Mixer in. It's really neat, and maybe later on I'll be able to show you that the way that it spins whatever you put in there, the medication, whether it's powder or liquid or a thicker base, it spins it in such a way that it mixes it together. And I can take a yellow Play-Doh ball and a blue Play-Doh ball, put it in there for 90 seconds, it comes out a green Play-Doh ball. It's one of the things that we do to make sure that we have very high quality medicine going out to the patients when we do our customized, individualized medicine.
I'd love to see that demonstration. We'll get to that at the end. First, we want to get to this new program that you've announced in the antibiotics program. Tell us about that.
Our free antibiotics program, what we wanted to do is say, okay, look, everybody who needs antibiotics that the physician wants to write to, we took some of the biggest 5 antibiotics that we can look at, and we're just going to do it for free. And you come to the pharmacy, if you have the prescription from your physician, or the physician sends it to us electronically, you come to our drive-through window and you pick it up. And we say, thank you. We also hand you a brochure saying, here's a list of all of our low cost generics. And hopefully we can save you money in the future. But yes, the free antibiotics program is there. And we launched it during this time because we're doing everything that we can to figure out how we can help patients out and help our community out. Just like you guys at the chamber, it's all about the community and tying it together and coming up with the ideas that we can bring them in here and helping as much as we can out, and ideas. The patients are great with us and the physicians are great with us, and we work with everybody we can to come up with the novel ways to help people save money. And the backbone of everything, and I really want to make this clear, is that there's a morality to medicine. Medicine, you're not selling, it's not selling like a hamburger, or it's not selling like bikes and stuff like that. It's patients very much need this or they will die. You have patients that are looking at their blood pressure, their blood sugar, their cholesterol medicine, and you can't sit there and say, how much money can I make off of your disease state? And the pharmacies can play a role in trying to lower the cost of medicine, and that's what we're doing. But I don't like looking at there and saying, it's not a normal supply and demand. It's not a normal function to sit there and say, you know what, I know you really need this medicine, so I think my profitability can go up. And so what we're trying to do is say, let's take that out. Let's increase let's decrease the cost as low as possible to make sure that everybody gets their medication that they need. And this is part of it, is saying, okay, the antibiotics, let's just give it away for free. And then all the other medications, let's do in $5 and $10 and really open the doors up for everybody. And another point that needs to be made, people ask me, how do you do it? Are these medications cheap? Are they from these crazy countries that shouldn't be making medicine? No, they're not. They're the exact same generics that all of the major retailers have. And what the public should know is that this is how affordable they are when you get away from the insurance world. What happens in the insurance world is insurance allows you to bill a cost. So if I can buy 100 pills for $10 and I can dispense those 100 pills and I can bill the insurance company $100 for those, well, then the pharmacies do that. They're like, I'm going to make $90. What we're doing is we'll say, no, how about we sell it to you for $11? We'll do $1 profit to make sure that we cover the cost of the vial and the labor to send it out. But we're not going to sit there and say, well, we can, so we will. And that's where insurance companies start manipulating the price of medicine. And that's why getting rid of the insurance contracts and just selling based off of what we buy it for instead of what we can charge an insurance company is how this pharmacy exists. And so we're in this free market space, but we've capped ourselves and said, it's not just what we can get out of it now that the insurance companies aren't, it's what we think we should be able to do. So we limit the margin that we put on any of the medications. At most, we'll put a $6 profit on a medication, but most of them are 50 cents, $1. And we do that again because the compounding is what operates this pharmacy. We're going to do everything we can to get the word out. The medication is affordable, and we're the pharmacy to get that medication.
That is so incredible. Tell me a little bit more. I know you also have an RxAngels program where people can donate and cover someone's month supply of a prescription. Tell me more about that.
Okay, so we came up with this idea. We saw there was a pizza company that you were able to buy a piece of pizza for someone you didn't know. For $1, it's you get a piece of pizza. You buy a piece of pizza for somebody else for $1. And what they did was they put a Post-it note on the wall. So if they were homeless or hungry or if someone needed a piece of pizza, they came in, took a Post-it note off the wall, handed it to the cashier gave them a piece of pizza. It was an amazing concept. I really liked it. And so what we wanted to do is say, okay, we're not in this world of insurance. And so we don't have these strings trying to manipulate how we can do things. What we can do is come up with a voucher program. And most of our medications fall into these categories of $5 or $10. If you go to pureliferx.com, you can see our pricing list on all these medications that we have. You can type in your medication and you can see it. So what we said was, somebody like me, you, anybody, if we have the means, we can buy a $5 voucher. And what we had when our lobby was open, we've closed our lobby because of COVID, and we have a drive-through that people can go through. But we'd have all these vouchers on the wall that people buy. And these are postcards. And so when someone came in and they're like, I can't afford my medication, maybe they were sent to us from Ecumenical Ministries, Catholic Social Services, or they heard about this program, they came in, we'd pull one of these vouchers off the wall, we'd send it to the person who bought the voucher to let them know that their $5 went directly to a patient's medication. And that person paid for this, for the patient's medication for that 1 month. It's a short-term program. It's 1 to 3 months that we can do this with, because it can't be unlimited. We can't do it for everybody for years and years. But what we've done, and I have an amazing person working with us. Her name is Donna Shamp. I know she's watching. She's a godsend. She's a blessed individual. What she has done is she's put together these packets, and these packets have all of this information in them about the resources within the community, where if you are falling on hard times and you come to our pharmacy and you need a 3-month gap, we can then give you an information packet and show you how there are organizations around us that can help you out long term. One of them is Osnam over in Mobile. There's a qualifying process, and if you qualify for it, they are a free pharmacy for those who qualify within our community. In terms of, you have to be underneath the federal poverty level and you have to go through a qualification process. But once you do that, then they will help you with the long-term problems that you may have. But if you're in a short-term problem, you just lost your job as a waitress, you have a son or a daughter that needs an antibiotic, we have it for free. Maybe you need breathing meds, maybe that you need allergy medications, you come to our pharmacy and we can provide for you a short gap until you get another job or find yourself back on your feet. And then that's our pharmacy voucher program. And currently right now, we're selling hand sanitizer. Every dollar, that's $5 for this, right? $5. It goes, 100% goes to the $5 voucher program. So every time you buy a hand sanitizer from us, it goes into the voucher program. And the voucher program is by itself, it's self-funded. It's not paying for anybody's salaries. There's no boards of directors. There's no employees. There's no labor costs. There's no anything in it. That $5 goes directly to the patients because the pharmacy is operating. It doesn't need it. So if it's like, you know how you look at charitable organizations, it's not a charity, it's a voucher program, but the $5 goes towards $5 worth of someone's medications. And we've been helping people out, and there've been a lot of people coming by, getting the hand sanitizer going in, or just buying the $5 or $10 vouchers. And it's really helping people out. And I can't stress enough, if you know somebody who needs medication and they can't afford it, please call our pharmacy. We're here to help you guys out.
That is such an incredible program. I love just picking your brain every now and then to hear what these incredible programs that y'all are cooking up. And a lot of this is funded through your compounding section. I really want to see this Planetary Mixer.
You want to see it? I can
take us on a tour.
Okay. So I'm in the pharmacy right now. I got to put my mask on. I'm in the office by myself, so I didn't have to wear the mask. But now that I'm going out there, you'll have to excuse me, and everybody out there will have a mask on. But I'm going to take you to the pharmacy. This is the pharmacy that you had the ribbon cutting for. And you can see the pharmacists and the pharmacy in general. Hey, hold on. Let me turn you around. There's Savannah. There's Alina.
Hey, everybody.
Those are our pharmacists. Joanna. Drive-throughs over there. Carly. Heather. There's our generics. There's Medea. There's one of our smaller mixing labs. It's not USP 800, but in here is our USP 800. This is our staging room. I think I brought you in here when you were here.
Yes.
And in here is our compounding lab. Hey, guys. She wants to check out the Planetary Mixer. You think you can spin one up? Yeah. All right, check this out. What we have for demonstration, this is our Planetary Mixer here. And you can see our little two Play-Doh, the blue and the yellow. And she'll put them, can you open that up and show her? This is Erica.
Hi.
Hello.
This container, and then I'll just put blue and yellow in it.
And I'll just be able to show her. So pharmacy equipment, it's expensive, but it's when you're dedicated, this lab right here is what pays for all the operations that we talked about. Yeah, you can go ahead. It might be a little loud, so I'll go out here. But this operations pays for everything. It's because of our compounds that we're able to offer the low-cost generics. I'll come out here just a little bit. Because of our compounds, we're able to do the low-cost generics because we're not trying to operate the pharmacy off of the profit of the generics. We can do the free antibiotics program. The RxAngels program is funded by y'all, either buying hand sanitizer or just purchasing a voucher. And then it's through the community that the word is getting out about what we're doing. And so if you have a compound and you want it compounded by a state-of-the-art lab, we have very affordable prices, usually $45, $50, and that funds all of the operations that we talked about earlier. So we're very fortunate that the community has supported us thus far. This is all based off of trying to do what the physicians want and what the patients want and what the community wants. And here we are. I'm talking to you about how we can help people out. And I feel very fortunate and blessed to work with these people and also have this pharmacy that helps everybody out. Let's go see. Now, we put that yellow and blue one in there. And I'll show you what is in the planetary. See, the planetary mixer is like an orbital mixer.
Now we have green.
See that green ball?
Cool.
So the 2 yellow balls got put in, and then you pull out, it completely mixed without using any blades, without using any mixers or stirs. And the way it does it is it spins on 2 axes. It rotates and it has a revolution. Does that make sense? So it spins it so fast and so violently, it mixes things together. So if there's dog treats, or if there's a cream that we need to compound, or if there's anything we need to mix together, solutions, it's a pretty neat piece of equipment.
I know you were telling us when we took the tour a while back, a lot of this equipment is so sensitive to even things like the air pressure or the air conditioning blowing.
Yeah.
It triggers the scales. Tell us a little bit about how that
So
works.
the scale is so sensitive, it goes out to the thousandth of a gram. And so I don't know if there's a scale that's tared out, but what the scales need to have is they need to be in this vent hood for safety. But that glass enclosure, let's see if you can see the scale. See how just the wind of my hand makes it, the weight of it go up and down?
Wow.
Yeah, those scales are, you can buy a car for a small car, a reasonable car, but you can buy a car for the cost of those scales. But you need them. If you're going to do quality medicine and you're going to make it this way through a compounding pharmacy, you have to have the equipment to be able to do it properly.
All right, that's incredible. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Make sure that everyone knows before we wrap up today.
There's 2 websites if people want to know more. PureLifeRx.com is ours that you can check out all our prices on. We're listed there. I do want them to know that if they get their medications together and they want us to do a cost savings analysis or a cost savings consultation, they call the pharmacy, have your list up, and the pharmacist will sit and talk with you forever long it takes. Our pharmacists absolutely love talking with patients. It's not like people think that pharmacists are too busy and they don't want to. We're built off of talking with patients. We would love to talk to you. So if you're looking at this and thinking that we can save you money, get your list together, call our pharmacy, and we'll go through each of your medications and tell you what our cost is, and hopefully we can save you money. The second thing is, if you want to know more about RxAngels, we have a website. It's called RxAngels.gives. If you or you know somebody who is in trouble right now that needs help, please call us and we'll help you out. And we've gone over everything else, and I think that's it. I really appreciate what you're doing. It's very, very difficult to get the word out and kind of be discovered in our community. Our community is broad, and your chamber is amazing about doing that.
Thank you so much. And we want to encourage everyone who's listening and watching to please share, tell your family, tell your friends, anyone who could benefit from this program or anyone who could help with the RxAngels program. Maybe you need to buy a supply of hand sanitizer and you could put that money toward the program that's going to give back 100% to our community for prescriptions that they need. So thank you so much, Jeffrey. We appreciate you. And please, everyone out there, please share and let people know about it. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.